getting answers for Western Massachusetts. This is Western Mass News.
The winter weather advisory set to continue for all of southern New England through Friday night. I'll have your latest forecast coming up.
And we're digging deeper into how this winter blast will impact upcoming COVID-19 vaccine appointments.
And the first day of vaccine appointment sign-ups for those 65 and older encounters major problems. We'll tell you how the state is responding next. We begin tonight tracking this winter blast currently hitting our area. Good Thursday evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Jordyn Jagolinzer. Let's get a quick check of the current conditions out there for the evening commute from our first warning weather tracker. Taking a live look now. You can see kind of looks wet out there, but doesn't look too snowy or too bad on the roads.
If any on the roads.
No, things don't look like they're really sticking. Maybe on the side. Potential for some slippery conditions as we head into tomorrow, but not bad. Of course, crews were busy out there treating the roads. So looks like it all paid off.
Now we have team coverage for you on tonight's snowy weather.
But first, for the very latest on what we can expect to see, let's turn things over to first warning meteorologist Janna Brown. Hey, Janna.
Hey, guys. We do have those advisories up for potentially hazardous travel conditions all the way through Friday evening. So pretty much at any point from now until then, you could encounter some areas of black ice. There might be snow-covered roads, might get a little bit of freezing drizzle that could lead to a glaze. So this is kind of an ongoing thing. Right now, most of us are not seeing much snow falling, if any at all. However, there are some nice bands of snow here across central and eastern Hampden County, and this is definitely going to stick to some side streets, so just be careful if you are out traveling. Brimfield, Holland, and Wales. We've got Munson, Palmer, out toward areas through Belchertown, New Salem. Everybody seeing a little bit of light snow, and even in the Springfield and Longmeadow areas, snow might be coming down at a slightly better clip. Widening the view out, though, we do not have a lot more on tap for the rest of the evening. In fact, we could see a break for a couple of hours before snow showers start moving back in overnight. We're at 26 degrees at the moment. We've got some low clouds. You can see snow is falling here on our Monarch sky cam. It's going to stay cold the rest of the night. Temperatures won't be moving much. They're going to hover in the lower to middle 20s straight through tomorrow morning. So it is definitely cold enough for things to get icy out there for anything that's not treated. Here's a look at some of those projected lows. Not really very different from where our temperatures are right now. As we take a look at tomorrow's forecast, similar to today, we will have periods of light snow on and off through much of the afternoon and evening, which could lead to, again, some hazardous travel conditions. Temperatures might be a few degrees milder as we approach freezing across the lower valley. Now, the weekend so far is looking pretty good. We'll take a closer look at it in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Janna, thanks. And we continue our team coverage as weather concerns are complicating the vaccine scheduling problems here in the Commonwealth.
Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo continues our team coverage now live for us at the Eastfield Mall. Audrey.
So the site is closing up for the evening, but for tomorrow, you can see that they've really salted this area pretty much within an inch of its life to make sure that people are safe. We have had a lot of calls come into the Western Mass News Vaccine Authority hotline from people who are concerned about the weather possibly making it difficult for them to get to their appointments tomorrow. So we reached out to Curative, who runs the site, and they just got back to us. They said that they're not doing any extended hours, and pretty much what they're telling people to do is just to come in over the next 3 days at the appointment block that they would have missed on Friday. So for example, if you have a noon appointment block on Friday and the weather prevents you from getting there, they're asking people to come in that noontime hour over the next 3 days that they are open. Now, we spoke to one resident who says that this weather concern is pretty much one of the last roadblocks for her as she's due to get her second dose tomorrow.
Then I have to get down to Plumtree Road in order to get over towards Eastfield, and that's my main concern. And then I also have a concern about getting back home. The first time I went, it was all very good. My daughter does it for me on the computer. I went the first day they opened. The whole thing took about an hour, and I was fine.
So folks in that 75-year and older category, many of them are starting to become due for their second vaccine dose. Now, coming up on Western Mass News tonight at 10 and 11, we'll have a little bit more on some of the scheduling difficulties that people faced trying to book their appointments, and also new news from the state that some of this week's vaccine doses are not going to be delivered in time. That's all coming up tonight on Western Mass News at 10 and 11. But for now, I'm live in Springfield. Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.
Audrey, thank you for that live report. And this latest winter blast to hit Western Mass News is expected to continue into tonight.
Western Mass News reporter Lindsay Kane joins us live now in West Springfield with more on the road conditions. Lindsay?
Chris and Jordan, roads are not an issue right now, but crews want to keep it that way. Trevor Wood, Deputy Director of Operations for the West Springfield Department of Public Works, tells Western Mass News that crews have been out all afternoon salting the roads. He says he has additional crews coming in all day and night.
I have a crew coming in at midnight, so I think we're going to be on top of things, depending on if it really hits hard. If there's like 2 or 3 inches of snow, we'll call in all the contractors just to clear it off the road, and then by the weekend it's going to be beautiful.
He says they made sure to salt roads when they were wet so it would stick better, and that's definitely paying off. He says they've used almost 2,000 tons of salt in the last 2 weeks alone, but they're not expecting much cleanup for this weather. Now, coming up tonight on Western Mass News 11 at 11, we have another look at road conditions and also the latest from local DPWs. Live in West Springfield, Lindsay Kane, Western Mass News.
All right, Lindsay, thank you for that live report. And a quick reminder that Western Mass News has you covered for the winter blast. Our coverage will continue tomorrow starting at 4:30 a.m. on all 3 of the Western Mass News stations. Turning now to the latest coronavirus numbers in our state over the last 2 weeks. The Mass Department of Public Health reporting more than 1,800 new cases of COVID-19 today. That brings our total number of confirmed cases in the state to more than 534,000. And more than 38,000 of those are currently believed to be active. The state also reporting 61 new deaths from the virus. The statewide death toll is now just under 15,400.
The all clear has been given at Bard College at Simon's Rock after Great Barrington police say they investigated an anonymous bomb threat. Students were asked to shelter in place while authorities searched the campus. Classes were canceled until at least noon. Police say they cleared the campus at around 1:30.